All right. Hello, welcome. The conversation is just beginning. We want to hear from you. Tweet us or hit us up on Instagram at AMC Talking Dead, or go to our Facebook page. Also, you can go to twdu.com/deadlive to vote on our polls and make your voice heard. But for now, please say hello to my guests, Josh McDermott, Emily Kinney, and Lauren Cohan via satellite in Atlanta. Lauren, what did you think of pistol whipping Negan in the face when she got back onto the train?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was lucky to get away with just a pistol whip, if I'm honest.
Yes, fair.
Yeah, it's a long time coming, and I just feel like it's not just that he let her fall off the edge of this train. There's a very important mission that these people have to complete, and he's now getting it between Mama Bear and her baby.
Right.
And it's all good and well that he lets Maggie fall off the train, but he's preventing this mother from bringing food home to her child, and I just think, you know, he has really pushed his luck. And I know he makes this justification like, she just said she was going to kill me. I wouldn't kill him in cold blood. That's what I'm saying. Push me and I'll kill you. But he basically leaves her, makes this cold-blooded, murderous decision, and it's just not okay.
Emily and Lauren, what do you think is the symbolism behind Maggie and Negan and him handing the gun back and forth?
Sharing their toys?
Yeah, exactly.
I want to say, it's interesting how Jeff said there, and Negan tells her he needs that gun and she should give it to him. Maggie decided that she was better off and trusted him in that moment and decided to give him the gun. And it can be whatever Jeff wants it to be, but that's what really happened.
Okay, yeah.
No, that's it.
I just need to know if the roles were reversed and you were on top of the train and he was down there in the walker pile, would you have left him or would you have hoisted him up?
No way would I have left him.
You would have pulled him up on the train?
I would have pulled him up.
All right.
I have no reason. We're on the same mission, and I think, you know, when Jeff, they're characters, Lauren. When Negan gives Maggie the gun back at the end, I do see that as kind of like a little semi-truce.
Right. That
we see that there's a greater evil, and luckily we get to the point in the episode where we really see that there's a greater evil against us. But no, I mean, Maggie is struggling to not become the person that she might be. She's struggling to hold on to the person she was, but also that story that she tells the guys is like, if she were to kill Negan, she'd be that bad. She'd be that animal. She'd let that animalistic nature take over her. And so she's not going to just let him die. She's saying to him, keep pushing me and I will. But, you know, him coming up innocently, trying to get on the train with her, these aren't the kind of push me moments that would lead her to kill Negan, if that's all making sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm still very angry about all this.
There's still a lot to process. Maggie's back. We don't really know where she's been. She just has reappeared. And so there's a lot of questions, you know, like, well, what's been going on? What's she been through? And she gives this speech on the subway car, and we start to get a sense of just the horrific things that she's been through. Can you talk about the speech when you first read it?
Yeah, the disembodied fairy tale, limbless fairy tale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I it's like the gather around, kids, to the campfire. What is that thing called when you light it and it leads the way? You know the thing I'm talking about, the thing she lights. I was distracted for a second because I was remembering Terminus and how shiny, sweaty, attractive everybody looked in that train car. I just remember it was like Muscle City. We were there. We had like these tiny little jobs to do that somehow we all were like, yeah, we're gonna really make this a big job. And this is just my little nostalgic moment here. But no, this speech, this situation. You know, I read that and then I thought back to 10C when we had the episode when Maggie tells Daryl like, these are the things that have happened and. You know, I may have hesitated to come back, but anyway, Angela had kind of alluded to this horrible stuff on the road, and it's interesting to me because, you know, the comic, how it addresses the governor and his world and everything, and we never need to go into that much detail in the show, and this is kind of one of the really only other times that we've touched on that real depravity, and I think it's important, and I think it's a good lesson. It was definitely hard to stomach, that story, no pun intended. But I think it's something that they needed to hear. It's kind of what every parent wants to do. And congratulations, by the way. I was watching last week when you made your announcement.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Is to protect their kids from making mistakes, and I think that's at the root of what she's doing. And that's not just what's out there in these worlds. That's what's in here.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's kind of.
Well, perfect.
To answer your question.
From Jackson Pace, who plays Gage, his question is, Lauren, why did Maggie let Gage die?
I don't know, Jackson. Why'd you take all our weapons? And did you just come back because you were lost and out of options, or did you come back because you wanted to help the team and stuff? That's what I would like to know. Are you there, Jackson?
Yeah, come on, man.
But that doesn't mean he has to die, Lauren.
Oh, be quiet, Josh. I didn't write it.
You don't get to make that call.
She's the leader.
You don't get to make that call.
She's the leader.
No, he was a liability.
Come on.
I think you're a liability right now.
You know what?
I think Maggie is out of control,
I have
man.
never seen it get so heated on Talking Dead.
I mean, come on.
It's just out of control.
But didn't he do a good job, Jackson?
Oh, he did an amazing
Not with
job.
his tweet, but with the performance.
It was saying he stabbed himself in the heart twice. Oh, it's like started
Twice.
crying.
It was so
was
sad.
So sad.
It was that kind of thing where, like, you know, Negan leaves Maggie to the walkers, and then she gets back on, and she's like, yeah, no, leave that guy. You know? It's like, but, you know, you didn't trust him. The legacy of TWA on Instagram says, Lauren, if it were Daryl behind the door, would Maggie have attempted to open it?
Yeah, because Daryl has their back.
Yeah.
I mean, Daryl's a team player.
Yeah, he is.
You know? He's Daryl.
People deserve second chances,
He has the
though.
dog. Yes, I agree. But I think, you know, we see what she's been through and what the risk is. Just, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Move on.
But this is. But I'll say this is how you know Lauren is a great actor. She's defending her character's choices, even though she doesn't deep down believe them. She still has to defend it. Like that's what we all do. And it's like, it's interesting because, you know, we'll get people come, like, even when, like, Eugene was living with the Saviors, and they're like, why'd you turn on Rick? And I'm like, dude, this is a TV show. Like, chill out, man. But, like, I found myself, I was like, yeah, I wish he was living with Rick, too. But you have to defend it, you know? And, you know, I love you, Lauren. I'm just giving you some crap. But, like, it's.
Welcome back to Talking Dead. That was a behind-the-scenes look at tonight's episode. We're back with Josh, Emily, and Lauren. Lauren, did the subway cars look as realistic in person as they do on the show?
It's like Vegas. You don't know what time it is when you come out. You don't know if you're going in or you're coming out, or you just, you know what. It was such a disorienting experience. And we were in there for, you know, 3 weeks or something.
Oh, wow.
So it was good. But our production designers built the whole thing. I mean, that is like they built that and all those tunnels and, yeah, it was pretty epic.
Josh, do you have a favorite?
Lauren, did you see how easy it was for them to just open the door and then let the person through?
Oh, jeez. What the? Why are we? What is this? Why? Why, Josh?
Oh, I made myself laugh on that
This is
one.
a fun, we're friendly. We're having a good time. Why poop on it, Josh? This is from number 394 on Instagram. Josh, how did Eugene
You're
feel
not a virgin.
when he's? Emily and Lauren, what do you miss most about working together on set? Let's start with you, Emily.
I mean, I just feel like it's always been so easy to do scenes with Lauren. I don't know how it happened, but anything we had to do, especially if it was like some emotional scene, or there's just like a natural thing that happened. It wasn't like we had to talk a lot about our scenes. They just came really, really naturally, and it's not always like that on other sets, or it's not always like that with your scene partner. But like, I always feel like me and Lauren just had this really natural, like, emotional connection that just happened like magic. And it was same with Scott, you know, when we would do family scenes, you know, with Scott too. It just, yeah.
What about you, Lauren?
Yeah. I fantasize about Emily still being here. I mean, imagine going through all this stuff and Beth was still there to go through it with her. And she's just you're such a bright light, you know that. And it's so good to see you here and be with you on here. And you being missed is testament to what a wonderful person that you are.
Aw.
I love the reunion. I love the Green family reunion on Talking
This
Dead.
was such a nice surprise when they said that Emily was going to be on this show. I was so excited.
Yeah.
I have thank my wonderful guests, Josh McDermott, Emily Kinney, and Lauren Cohan. Make sure to listen to Emily's Wonderful Week. Goodbye. We'll see you next week.